So yesterday we talked about 2 different shapes. Who remembers the 2 shapes that we talked about? Let's raise our hands. Remember, don't yell out. Artavius.
Rectangle.
A rectangle. So one of the shapes that we discussed was a rectangle. Miss Young, what was the other shape?
Square.
And the rectangle square was the same. Okay, we talked about the rectangle square combination, and then the other one was the triangle. So I guess we really talked about 3 shapes. All right. So the rectangle, square, and triangle. Second question. What's the formula for the perimeter of any polygon? The formula for the perimeter of any polygon. Brandon. Perimeter. Stop and think. Perimeter. That is a formula for a polygon, but that's not a perimeter formula. Ms. Jones. Add all the sides. Formula for perimeter of any polygons. Add all the sides. All right. Next question. What's the formula for the area of a square or rectangle? Brandon. Base times height. Good. The area for a square or a rectangle, so A equals base times height. All right, this one's one I want you to think about. We talked about this yesterday. How's the formula for area of a triangle related to the formula for the area of a square / rectangle? All right, thinking. How was the area of a triangle related to the area of a square or rectangle? Brittany.
Isn't it base times height divided by 2?
Why? Shh.
I didn't give her that either.
All right, so the formula for the area of a triangle is
Because you have to have it.
base times height divided by 2. And why was that?
You have to have it
Half what?
in the triangle to make the right angle. Because a height always has to have a right angle.
Okay, so you've made some good points that are correct.
Yeah, it's square.
Because a triangle is what?
You just said it.
You just said it.
Half a square.
Because a triangle is always half of a square or rectangle. Good. So areas, because a triangle is always half of a square rectangle. All right, good. Good. Now, So we have our two formulas. Alright. So now, that's what we talked about yesterday. Now let's move on. Same type of thing. So let's look at a word problem today. Bill has a garden. He wants to put a fence around. The length of the garden is 25 feet. The width of the garden is 9 feet. How many feet of fencing does Bill need to purchase? All right. So I have set up a template. So let's look at what's on my template here. All right. First thing we got to think. What shape am I going to make? Think about it. Mr. Richardson, what shape will this make? Now, it does have 4 sides, but what makes a square a square? What is it that's special that makes it a square instead of a rectangle?
Line.
What about the lines? The length of them. All right, so what do we know about the length of the lines or the sides on a square?
Teachers and students, pardon the interruption. I have posted testing room schedules for 9th and 10th grade for the interim for next week, as well as the 11th grade and where the seniors need to be. Please look at those schedules. They're posted around the building. Make sure you know what room you're going to or what location you're required to be at. Thank you very much.
All right. So we know that a square is special. We know it has 4 sides, and we know there's something about the length of those 4 sides that makes it special. They're all equal. Good. So if I have one side that's 25 and one side that is 9, can this be a square? No. So it has to be a rectangle. All right, so what shape is this? That's the first question you're going to ask. It's a rectangle. Next question. What is this asking me for? What's it want me to answer? So let's use our math words to say the answer. How many feet of fencing does Bill need to purchase? What am I looking for? Think just a minute. We know there's 2 topics. So he could be looking for perimeter or he could be looking for the area. So that's what I'm looking for. What is this question asking me to do? Miss Allen. I want to put a fence around my garden. What's it asking for? Miss Lockett, what do you think? I couldn't hear you, ma'am. Perimeter. I agree. So the question's asking me for perimeter. So the third question, what formula do I use to find the perimeter of a rectangle? How do we find the perimeter of any shape? Martavius.
You said it again.
How do I find the perimeter of any shape?
Based on
Perimeter. Jay.
V equals length plus width.
Don't you talk out. You overtalked her and she was trying to tell me an answer. Now, you said P equals length plus width. All right, let's go back to our previous learning page. So what's the formula for perimeter?
Add all
Add all sides. So what I want you to write there is, what formula do I use? Add all sides. Now, we're going to finish this problem, then we'll go take a break, okay? Now, so at this point, I got to draw a rectangle. I'm looking for the perimeter. It tells me it's 25 feet on one side, 9 feet on the other side. So how long is this side? How long is this side? So what's my formula tell me to do? Add all the sides. So P equals what? Well, we got to write our math problem.
25
plus 9.
25
Plus 25.
plus 25
plus 9.
50.
50 plus 18 is, so 68. What's my label?
Feet.
Feet. Yeah.
Feet. It's feet because it tells me it's feet. All right.
Do we get extra time?
Got glass.